Some of you are really hysterical, but you got confidence. And I likes that. Last night, I got to thinking about Tupac a little bit more since I just did the reading on Tupac yesterday. In case you haven't seen it, check it out. It was very interesting. And I will put the link underneath this video. And that got me to thinking about people who fake their own demise. And I was on the phone or on the computer talking to a cancer, sipping gin, and it made me wonder how many people could actually pull something like that off. Now, my cancer friend seems to think that Aquarius could pull this off because she said that we're basically sneaky and sometimes, you know, detached. So she thought it wouldn't be that difficult for us. But I'm not so sure. So I did a poll and I asked you guys in the community section, how many of you honestly believed you were clever enough to fake your own demise? 69% of you said that you were clever enough to do so. I thought that was an extremely high percentage. So today, I'm going to find out. You guys know lately I've been trying to do more fun, you know, topics for readings. So this is today's topic. I am going to do a pick a pile reading. And you are going to pick which pile is yours. And we're going to see if the cards agree with you that you would be one of the 69% that you actually could pull this off. Because me personally, I think it's harder than people realize. So let's get into it, okay? My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody who might think this is entertaining as well. If you would like to get a reading done, please hit me up on my social media or email me. I actually have a special going right now where if you purchase 3 60-minute readings, I will take $30 off. So please feel free to hit me up on any of those mediums. Likewise, underneath this video, I'm going to also put the links to where I'm using, what is it, 4 different, 3 different decks today. So I'll put the links to all 3 of them in case you want to buy a legitimate copy. And also my Patreon is underneath this video. My Ask an Aquarius merchandise is underneath this video. And if you want to send a donation to the channel, my Cash App and my PayPal are also underneath this video. So let's get started. This is going to be fun. So the first thing you have to do, I have a card for myself too, but I put mine to the side. I'm going to do yours first. I want to see if you guys would survive first. So pick your pile. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Take a second. Use your intuition. If you want to pause the video, just pause it and wait. The thing about this part of it is a lot of people always tell me they have a hard time picking their card. You got to pause the video here. And you got to really stare at the cards and go to the one that's pulling you. Because sometimes more than one card could be pulling you. But there's one that's pulling you the most. That's your card. Alright, and now I'm going to tell you what it means. If you're in pile 1, we're going to take a look first at what strengths you have that would help you be able to fake your own demise. So it says regeneration for pile 1. So the people in pile 1, your strength is that you're able to regenerate. You're able to build yourself back up. You may not even notice about yourself, but some of you do, because some of you've already done this 2 or 3 times. But basically, if you fall down, if you lose your job, if anything happens to you, pile 1, you're more likely to get up and still prosper. You're the kind of person who one career may not work out and you may go back to school and then go to another career. You're the kind of person who can regenerate. You can replenish yourself. You can rejuvenate, refresh yourself. You're the kind of person who could leave one life, for example, and begin a whole new one, literally. That's what regeneration is about. But most of us, you know, don't do it in this manner. But you're the kind of person that because of that that one particular skill would be a big strength. That's something you definitely need if you're going to be able to do that. So that's a strength for pile 1. Pile 2, let's look at your strength. This is what would actually help you. Pile 2. Pile 2, it says here that you're the kind of group, you're the kind of pile who actually can get people to help you. This is another thing that you need. If you're going to fake your own demise, you're going to need some help. You're going to have to get new identification. You're going to need a new name. You're going to need some place to live. You're going to need a way to stay off the grid too. So you're going to need help. And you're the kind of person who is going to be able to get people to help you pretty easily. At least 1 or 2 people, because you don't want too many people to know about, you don't want too many people to know your secret. But you would be able to get people, probably even strangers sometimes, to help you. This is a skill. This is a skill. It's a skill to be able to get people to help you, or to give you information, or lead you in the right direction, or, allow you to rent a room and, secretly not tell your business or under an assumed name. You are the kind of person that could get those kind of things. So that's going to be one of your biggest strengths. Now remember, you're going to have a lot of strengths. They're just telling us 1 for each person. Pile 3. Here's your strength. Oh yeah, pile 3. A lot of you are very intuitive. The deep knowing card is about being intuitive, being able to pick up on subtle changes. This is helpful too, because it's going to help you to know when it's time to move, for example. Maybe, somebody has been eyeing you a little suspiciously, like, that looked like so-and-so that disappeared. Didn't they die? Like, somebody might be eyeing you. So you're the kind of person that your intuition would tell you, like, it's time to move on. Maybe you need to go to a different country. Somebody's on to you, You're the kind of person that can pick up on clues and, be able to use your instincts, your gut instincts to move around. So pile 3, that's going to be a big strength as well. Oh, I didn't tell you guys mine. Let's look at my strength. I forgot. I have one too. So here's my strength that would actually help me if I chose to do something like this. I am the kind of person, I'm pretty much happy-go-lucky, in a good spirits, in a good, good vibration the majority of the time. And I'm very capable and very good at entertaining myself. I'm not the kind of person that needs a lot of people around me. If I have tarot decks, crystals, incense, some wine, maybe some books, if I have some things that I'm really into around me, I can get lost for days. So I'm the kind of person who's generally in a good mood, and I can also entertain myself. So I'm not the kind of person that's going to need to go out and seek validation or seek companionship even. I could probably just, I could just be by myself. And if I wanted to talk to people, I could just talk to people anonymously on the internet, which is pretty much what I do anyway, except for I'm not anonymous, So I probably could, I wouldn't be talking because my voice is very distinct, but I could do things like Reddit forums where you just write, blogs where you just write, stuff like that, and have communication that way. So I'm the kind of person that doesn't need a lot of entertainment or others. See how she's sitting there chilling by herself and she's not even really doing nothing. She's so happy. She's not even doing anything. And that's my energy. So that would be a strength for me. Now, Paul, we're going to look now at all of our weaknesses. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Now, these are the things that are going to work against us. All right. For the first pile 1, loneliness. Some of you are the opposite of what I said about myself, and you're going to be very lonely. Because remember, if you faked your own death, you can't be in a club. I mean, you could sneak in. I remember one time they were talking about how Princess Diana snuck into a club with Michael Jackson. They were in disguises. So, I mean, you probably could do something like that, but it's not something you should do often. And you're not really going to be able to, like, you're gonna have to lay low. You ain't gonna be able to really, like, dance or, you know, talk to people. You're gonna have to lay real low if you do something like that. So for some of you, it's just the loneliness that's going to get you. You're going to want to talk to people. You're going to want to see people, and you're not going to be able to cut off your socialization. Now, you might think that you might be able to, and you might be able to do it for a little while, but think about it. If you fake your own death, you can't come back ever. So that means your whole old life is gone. The people that you were around, you really shouldn't even contact them, because you're really putting yourself and them in danger. If the FBI is tapping their phone, they're going to find your ass, you know? Or if, you know, I mean, think about all of the facial recognition software and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to have to lay very low. And that loneliness is going to be Power One's biggest weakness. And a lot of times you don't feel it at first. You feel it after a while. So you might be by yourself for like 20 years, you know, before you start really getting the itch. And some of you are going to get that itch right away. Pile 2, for you, this is funny. It says Pile 2 likes instant gratification. So you like things quick. You know, you like to be gratified quickly. You don't want to wait for things. And if you faked your own death and you have to lay low, you are going to have to wait for things. Things like, for instance, Uber Eats or DoorDash. You should not be using that, because that means there's more and more people who see you and more people who might recognize you. Unless you've had facial surgery to change your face, you definitely need to stay low. So that instant gratification of getting what you want when you want, it's not going to be like that. I remember one time Olivia Pope, I was watching Scandal, and Olivia Pope decided to run away, and they went to this island, and they had a shipment of like wine and supplies and stuff like that come in like once or every other week or something like that. So your instant gratification is not going to be. You're not going to be able to just go to the mall and grab what you want. You're not going to be able to just you probably shouldn't even. You might be able to order things online and have them come. That might be, you know, safer than anything else. But it's still going to take a while, you know, depending upon what you ordered. It could be days to a week. So that instant gratification is going to be a weakness for you guys in Pile 2. There's going to be certain things you're going to want when you want them, and you're not going to be able to get them. And you really, if you fake your own death, you really should live like either in a place that's very rural, which we all know, then of course there goes your gratification, there goes your convenience, because there's no, you know, places around you. Which is safer for you. So so that's going to be one of those things that's going to trip you guys up in Pile 2. I totally understand that though. And Pile 3, what's going to be your weakness? Ooh, Pile 3. Some of y'all fire. Okay, look at her hair. She's beautiful. She is fire. And what they're saying with this one is that some of you like to shine. You like to get dressed. You like to look nice. You like to go out to eat. You like to go to the club. You like to look good. And I was like this when I was young. I'm not like this now. I do still like to look good and go out, but it's not as big of a thrill as it was in my 20s. In my 20s, looking sexy and going to the club was a big thrill. We talked about it all week, you know. But now it's just, you know, Tuesday night. It's not really a big deal anymore. But for some of you, that you might start to miss it after a while or up front. So for some of you, not being able to shine, not being able to stunt on them, okay? Some of y'all want to flex sort of, and that's cool, but you're not going to be able to do that. If you fake your own death, you're going to have to live very low key, and all that flexing and looking flashy. Even with your wardrobe, you're going to have to wear that red dress. Oh, no, that stands out. You can't go to the market in that. You're going to have on a baseball cap like Joe Goldberg from the show You. You have to have on a baseball cap. You're going to have on black. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to try to blend in. Like if you're in another, you know, culture, you're going to have to wear whatever it is that they wear, try to blend in, which actually could work for a lot of people. For example, if you were in a country that was Muslim and you're Muslim, because of the fact that the women I'm talking about cover themselves up, that might actually be something you could do if that's a faith that you believe in. So that would be kind of easier. But again, you're not going to be wearing flashy red outfits and amazing jewelry and hair. No, all of that. You got to remember, I said lay low. You have to be as unassuming as possible. And for some of you, a lot of you in pile 3, that's going to be a problem. Now let me show you what my weakness is. Injustice. I would have a very hard time staying quiet when injustices were occurring against people that I loved. Like if my mother or my brother or somebody got into something. I'm a Sagittarius moon and I'm Aquarius. We are quick to speak up for people. We're quick to fight for another person. We hate to see injustice go on. Like let's say, for example, I'm walking down the street and I see somebody getting mugged. I really should not intervene. I know that sounds awful, but the cops are going to come. Then I got to make a statement to the police. Now I'm on record. They got my fingerprints. I gave them a fake name, of course, but they got my fingerprints now. You know what I'm saying? Or if it didn't get that far, that they didn't actually print me, they still have, you know, who I am on file. They might not know I'm that person that I used to be, but you can see how this could go wrong. You can see how this could go wrong with me being a justice warrior and somebody being like, wait a minute, that's QueenAuset. That's Queen. I know QueenAuset. That's QueenAuset. And I'm going to get myself caught. So for me, it's injustice. So that is what's going to get me killed. Now, the last card is bottom line. Can we pull it off? This is the moment of truth, guys. I asked the cards with the strengths and the weaknesses that we have, will we be able to pull it off? So they told us, remember that one, let's see, number 1. So number 1 is able to get past the loneliness. And they are able to do it. Number 1 is the Chariot. The Chariot, that regeneration is what's going to really help you guys, number 1. So the Chariot is victory. That is a victory over something. Think about that movie Ben-Hur. For those of you who've seen it, it's an old movie with Charlton Heston. And it's all about winning a race. So it's saying here that people in Power 1 would, yes, be able to pull it off. Good job, Pile 1. You definitely are clever as you think. Pile 2. Pile 2 ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening, Pile 2. Now, I know that they said that you guys, you know, had the ability to get some help. But I guess that instant gratification gonna get you, Pile 2. Because the 4 of Swords is about going into hiding and coming out. So you might be able to do it for a little while. Like, you know, you can even look at this picture. This is somebody that's in the reverse. So the 4 of Swords in the upright is when the person is like this. Let me show you. They chilling. They by themselves. They taking a retreat from the world just to be alone. So you will be able to do this for a little while. But because it's reversed, that means that eventually you're not going to be able to do it anymore. It's just going to become too much. At a certain point, you know, even though you're getting help, everything, you know, all the things that you need and stuff like that, at a certain point, your weakness, that instant gratification is just going to get you. And you're going to end up going out or doing something and getting caught. Somebody going to catch you, Pile 2. Pile 3. You got the Death card in the upright. That's a definite yes. And the reason why is because the Death card in the upright is about transformation. So this card is saying you will be able to transform yourself into this new identity. So you would fully take it on and you will be able to do it. Now, they did say you had a deep intuition, so that's going to be very helpful to you. And your weakness is being able to shine and be out there. So you're going to have to learn how to lay low, and I guess you're going to be able to pull it off based on this card. You're going to lay low, and you're going to be utterly dead from that other life. Good job, Pile 3. And me. I could not pull it off, guys. The 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles says that even though I do have everything that I need, and let me show it to you. It's in the reverse. If it was in the upright, it would be like this. Pretty cards, huh? This is the Magical Nature Tarot. So if it was in the upright, it would be like this, and that would be a definite yes. But mine did not come out like this. It came out just like that. So that means that I would be mostly content. They said earlier that I could, you know, keep myself happy and things like that. But that injustice is going to get me. It's going to get me. The Nine of Pentacles is reversed. That's when you have you have everything that you need with the Nine of Pentacles, money wise, material wise. So I would have all the things I needed, but I would not be satisfied. The Nine of Pentacles reverse indicates a lack of satisfaction, even though you have it all. The Nine of Pentacles is usually a very wealthy person, actually, but you have a sense of inner sense. On the inside, you know, you're not able to be comfortable forever in that way. So yeah, I'll be comfortable financially and stuff like that, and I'll be able to, you know, entertain myself. But that justice is going to get me, because it's going to knock me off my peace. If something happens to my child or something happens to somebody else I care about, it's going to knock me off my peace, and there goes my fake death. And now I'm caught. And now I'm in jail because I believe this is illegal. So there it is. So pile 1 and pile 3, you are definitely clever enough to pull this off. And pile 2 and myself, we're going to have to just keep living the life we have. Which is fine, you know, but I just thought it was very interesting to see who would actually make it. So let me know in the comment section which pile you were in, and did you make it, and do you agree? Do you agree that you would make it? You guys come back soon, because I got a lot more to say. See you later.